When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Now, here's four-time NSMA Idaho Sports Writer of the Year, BJ Rains, with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
Well, there it is, the Boise State fight song. The Blue Thunder marching band out of the Bronco Bash before the game. We're here in Corvallis, Oregon. Boise State fans at the Construction Zone Research Stadium, but the band getting everybody fired up before the game. And there it is as we bring you inside Research Stadium. Right off to start off the show, we got a special guest here to start. Cody Gogler, I'm not sure of your official title, External Relations Athletic Director, pretty high up in the totem pole, but we appreciate you for joining us, man. How's it going?
BJ, it's so good to see you again, brother. Appreciate you guys being out here for the opening weekend of college football. The Bronco Nation is here in full force, and appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come on and talk a little bit of football with you.
Well, we appreciate it. You're already getting the comments coming in. Folks loving you. You were on the team bus. You guys had the weirdness of coming over from Eugene, right? 45, 50 minutes. What was the mood like? How was any traffic? The police escort take care of you guys? I mean, how's everybody feeling?
You know, honestly, when you think about the feeling and emotion of college football, having the opportunity to have a police escort and have an hour-long drive into somebody else's campus, those emotions and juices, they just get going. And honestly, it was awesome. It was awesome to get here on campus, see our guys locked in. These guys have put a lot of work in over the offseason to get to this point, to play a Power 5 opponent on the road on prime time, to have our national brand be out there for everyone to watch tonight. We're pretty fired up.
The excitement level, you say that. I know ticket sales are going well, right? Obviously, a win tonight would help with that, but it's been 280 days since a football game here. How excited are you in this department, and how excited can you tell this fan base is to have football back?
It's just good to have the family back together, with everything that this entire country has been through, especially the community of college football with COVID, and just to be able to have everybody back together here for a season opener. We're not far from Boise, so we have a large contingent on hand. It's just been really fun to see our department continue to grow. A lot of new people, a lot of new process. We have a sales team and a major gifts team that are really doing great work. Over 3,500 new season tickets have been sold for football and men's basketball combined. Wow. So we've got a couple weeks to get ready, a couple video boards that we're trying to get up. So we'll take a road game to start with here. And but again, all of our focus right now is we're locked in on Oregon State tonight. This is going to be a tough ball game.
And the scoreboard back here is actually pretty similar, right? It's a little bit bigger, I think, than yours is going to be. But folks, if they get a chance on TV tonight to see it,
yes.
It's pretty staggering how large it is, right?
It's impressive. And, just like we'll probably be going through, they were still trying to get some of the final panels up last night, getting the board rolling today, and it is very impressive. And so we're excited to do that for Bronco Nation. We have two boards going up. The one on the north end zone is making really good progress, and we fully expect that board to be ready for we absolutely expect that board to be ready for the September 17th game versus UT Martin. And we're just going to continue our progress on the south end zone board.
And we saw you're going to have, someone raise the flag before the game. There's some other cool stuff you guys are doing. I mean, when you come on the road, do you kind of see how other people do it and maybe steal some stuff? I know your committee that you guys had with the fans and stuff, you guys have worked behind the scenes, and my understanding is there's more stuff that hasn't even been announced yet, but it sounds like you guys, that game day atmosphere come 2 weeks from today is going to be pretty cool.
Absolutely. We started on the 2022 season, BJ, the Monday after we played New Mexico, which was our final home game last year. And I'm just so grateful and Matt Thomas, who's no longer here, he had an incredible opportunity to go work at Utah, where he's from. We started with Matt Thomas and Josh Bender and the rest of our marketing team on putting together a philosophy that not only combined our thoughts and our experiences, but brought in our fans inside of our house to help build out what this experience will look like this year. So everything that you'll see over the next couple of weeks for our home games this year will be tagged Experience Blue. We have a brand new concession lineup, brand new concession signage. We've got something special that we're going to announce here in the next week or two as it pertains to an opportunity for us to get some of our local breweries involved in Albertson Stadium. And when you look at what we're doing with the Ford Fan Zone, we'll keep that one a little bit private and a little bit of a secret until we get to next week.
Okay.
But from the time that everyone gets on campus to the time that they leave, not only do we want our fans to have an incredible time, but whenever the referee blows the whistle and we're playing ball, our whole goal is to create chaos, which stands for championship, home field advantage, overwhelming sound. Our job as a marketing team is to make sure everybody not only has a great time, but brings that noise and brings that energy so our opponents have such a tough environment to play in.
Well, you mentioned the fans, and we're going to show some clips here in a minute of the Bronco Bash and the band, but you guys sold out of your allotment, right, I believe, in the tickets, and I know a lot of other folks, including my family, bought them elsewhere or found other ways. You see the seats already starting to fill in here. Bronco Nation travels pretty well, don't they? And it seemed like a lot of people were excited about this one, driving distance, and you guys are going to have a good crowd tonight.
It was awesome to go over to the tailgate, and we had our band over there, the Blue Thunder Marching Band, and our Spirit Squad is also here, Buster's here. It's just really cool to see how our fan base follows the heartbeat of this program no matter where we go. Now, I know half of this stadium is offline tonight, but we know that their fans and their students are going to be juiced up. There's going to be about 26,000 people here. We expect out of that 26,000 there to be 3,000 or 4,000 Broncos. So we know that our fans are going to bring everything that they've got, and now we've got about another hour before we can finally play some football.
We've already had 3 countries or different countries people are watching right now. We got folks in Greece watching George Tarlis, either Amsterdam or Australia coming in as well. So they're watching from all over the country, all over the world for this one. And like I said, it's been a long wait, Cody, but it's finally here, and we appreciate your time. And best of luck tonight, and next week we'll see it in New Mexico, and then obviously a lot of cool things for that home opener on the 17th. But people are calling it Christmas Day, and I think that's a fair comparison. It's going to be a fun next 4 months for all of us.
Absolutely, BJ. I really appreciate the opportunity to come on, and then to Bronco Nation, we love you. We hope you enjoy the game tonight. We'll see you soon.
Well, Boise State arriving, as we thank Cody for coming on. Boise State arriving, the team entrance earlier with Coach Andy Avalos and the rest of the crew. Coach Avalos getting off the bus here as we switch the camera here. We're showing you Boise State's arrival here. This is the Bronco Nation News Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show. We appreciate Lithia Ford of Boise for sponsoring the show. Idaho Central Credit Union sponsoring our road trip coverage. There is Hank Bachmeyer, Boise State's quarterback. Making his arrival into the stadium. Some of the coaching staff arriving. This was all about an hour to 90 minutes ago. Boise State's arrival, again, this was about an hour ago. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know your score predictions. Get all this in. We're having fun. We're rearranging the set here as well. Colin Mitchell's heading down for warm-ups. We appreciate Cody Gogler for coming on with us. Boise State, there's J.L. Skinner. Look at he's got the number 0 chain. He had the ski mask on. J.L. Skinner was locked in. Again, get those score predictions in. Get those Cameron Main is in San Diego hitting up the sandbar for the game. We appreciate you.
Take my picture.
We'll bring it live here to Reser Stadium. You can see the warm-ups going on. Oregon State on the field, warming up right now before this game. Boise State down at the other end doing some warm-ups as well. We do have Colin Mitchell headed that way to get some photos of the warm-ups as we bring you in here. Not the best lighting. I apologize for that, but get your score predictions in. We'll try to give out a Bronco Nation News t-shirt, or we'll come up with something for whoever gets closest to the score. Go ahead and get in your spots. We got Las Vegas. Appreciate you, Terry, for watching from Las Vegas. Oklahoma, OKC, McCall. JT is saying any word on injuries. Have not heard anything yet bad about the injuries to this point. So I think that's a pretty good sign to this point for Boise State that they're doing okay on the injury front. 42-21 is what we got. How about Paul Venter chiming in, guys, at 3:35 in the morning from Johannesburg, South Africa. Paul, we appreciate you for coming in. 45-34 is his prediction. We'll go a little closer to home to Fruitland. I think Paul wins the award for watching from furthest away. We appreciate all of you for checking us out here. We're having a lot of fun. We got some highlights here from earlier today at the Bronco Bash. Let's go ahead and play those. Nice crowd was out for the Bronco Bash earlier. Bronco Nation out in full force. Some of the signage. They had some helmets there. You got the different family members. A lot of fans, boosters. It was packed. Crowd getting fired up. This was outside the stadium here, the pregame bash. Oh, there's El Voodoo Daddy. The BSU pimp in the house, of course, sporting the blue suit today. He's passing out beads to a lot of the fans and folks. They had the band playing as well. Well, there's the split screen here as you see Reser Stadium. Boise State just finished some calisthenics, some warm-ups. They're heading in. Again, we got Jody watching from Warm Lake Lodge. We appreciate that. We got Ryan going 34-27. Kyle Powell checking in from Middleton. How about Florida? We got Florida checking in. We appreciate you guys. I'm missing a lot of these comments. They're coming in so fast, so I really appreciate that. I do want to thank our sponsors, as I said, Lithia Ford of Boise, the title sponsor of our pregame show. Colin Mitchell is heading down to the field, and we'll hopefully have some warm-ups for you here shortly. Boise State's kicker and some of them are out there on the field. But thank you to Lithia Ford for helping make this possible. Check out their fall kickoff sale, lithiafordboise.com. If you want to buy you can sell one of their vehicles. Even if you're not buying a new car, they will, from them, they'll still buy your used vehicle. So make them an offer at lithiafordboise.com. Idaho Central Credit Union as well. They sponsor our road trip coverage, so we appreciate them for helping us make the trip over here to Corvallis. So check them out, iccu.com, for all of your personal banking needs. And, of course, rowpaint.com, our title sponsor of Bronco Nation News, whether it's industrial coatings, concrete coatings, interior, exterior at your house, rowpaint.com can take care of you. So please support the sponsors that are making these live shows possible. And we appreciate rowpaint.com and their support. You see a live look here at Reser Stadium. We are on the side where there is no fans. We have a very unique spot where there's no, one side has fans, one side has no fans. But we got the Ferguson Reynolds family. Their son is the starting punter today for Boise State, and they're watching live from Australia. We really appreciate that to John and the family there of James Ferguson Reynolds, and really excited. He's one of the storylines today, the starting punter for Boise State in his first game coming from down under. So it looks like Colin Mitchell has made his way down to the field. We'll see if we can add him in here. Here's a live look from the field at Reser Stadium. You can see some of the kickers. And here's a scoreboard, by the way. Let's show them the scoreboard, Colin. This is the scoreboard that is going to be similar to the size of Boise State's scoreboard. Boise State scoreboard, the new one that's going in the south end zone, is going to be slightly shorter. Slightly shorter is going to be the scoreboard, slightly smaller, I should say. But that's basically an idea of what you're going to get. If you're watching the scoreboard right there in the end zone, that's pretty close to what Boise State scoreboard, the new one, is going to look in the south end zone. It's going to be similar to that right there. So they can put stats and things on the sides. They can have the video in the middle. And you're going to see a lot of that here for Boise State as well. That is the Boise State end right there, some of the end zone. You can see some of the Boise State fans piling in. The Boise State band is here, as we said. We'll show some more clips of them. But it looks like that end zone down there is going to be where Boise State is. There's the cheerleaders getting ready as Colin tries to make us dizzy here. Colin, you can go ahead and show them the new part again that's being constructed so they can kind of see what it's looking like. This is the there's nobody on this side. Those little makeshift trailers right there is where the media is going to be and all the coaches and the radio booth and all those kind of things. There's some makeshift trailers right there. And then you can see up at the top where the construction is going to be, but nobody on that entire side of the stadium. And maybe I'm crazy, but I have no idea why Oregon State did not switch the benches for this game. I would have thought they would want Boise State's players and coaches and their team to be over on the side where all the fans are. I have no idea why they kept Boise State on the sideline where there are no fans. So it's going to be a quiet, field for Boise State because they have nobody on any of their side of the stadium. It's just empty and it's quiet, and I think it's a huge advantage for Boise State that their sideline is where there's no fans. Oregon State kept their sideline over there on that side of the field where it's going to be a sold-out crowd. I figured they would have switched it and gone back the other way. So very interesting. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I don't make the decisions in here. If you're just joining us, we truly appreciate you for checking us out. This is the Lithia Ford of Boise Bronco Nation News pregame show. We are live on the field here at Reser Stadium. We need to get a tripod for Colin Mitchell here so we can steady this up a little bit in the future. But appreciate Colin making the trip, being on the field. We're having a lot of fun here. You can see Boise State's kickers are out there. They're working on some punting, some kicking. The specialists are out there on the field right now. Jonah Dalmas getting ready to attempt a field goal. Looks like about 52 yards for Jonah Dalmas from my view. So we'll keep an eye on this and see how this one looks. But it's an absolutely beautiful night for football. It could not be better weather. It was cloudy and even drizzled this morning, but it's given way to just an amazing evening. It's about 70 degrees. Temperatures will be in the 60s. And Jonah Dalmas from 52 yards, you guessed it. Not only was it right down the middle, it had about 10 yards to spare probably. So Jonah Dalmas drills one from deep, and hopefully Boise State fans would like to see him make it if they have to, but they'd rather not see him at all if that means Boise State's going to be kicking a lot of field goals tonight. And we appreciate, again, all of you for checking us out. We got almost 100 people watching this live from all over the world. I think we're at 4 or 5 countries now that have chimed in. So this is the Cutwater Canned Cocktail Studios. We're on the road. Our road coverage here in Corvallis, our mobile studios, the Cutwater Canned Cocktail Studios. Make sure you pick up a Cutwater Canned Cocktail for the game tonight. You don't have to waste time mixing it or buying all the different ingredients. They've got a perfectly made cocktail right there ready for you at your local grocery store or gas station. Make sure to check out Cutwater Canned Cocktails. We are still offering some subscriptions. We'd love to have you sign up for a subscription. If you give us $70 up until kickoff, we'll give you a $25 gift card to the Blue and Orange store, and I'll throw in a free round of golf at Timberstone if you're in the Boise area. So free $25 gift card to the Blue and Orange store. You can buy your new gear for the season. We'll mail that out to you, and I'll give you a free round of golf if you sign up for a 1-year subscription by kickoff, BroncoNationNews.com. Again, full daily coverage, exclusive columns, and work online. We're going to have some subscriber-only television shows in the evening as well. So a lot of subscriber content is coming, and hopefully you're liking what you're seeing, and you'll give us a chance and subscribe to Bronco Nation News and help make that possible. The Blue and Orange store again. I saw Travis Hawks and David and the crew here. So check out the Blue and Orange store. One of our great sponsors, the blueandorangestore.com is where you can go to check them out. Free shipping on any order over $40. Any order over $40, free shipping online. The blueandorangestore.com. So the next couple of weeks, get out there and get your gear for the season over at the Blue and Orange store. Again, live look, Reser Stadium, the sun starting to set. Big crowd. That's going to be a capacity crowd, which is a little bit of a trick, but it is going to be a capacity crowd coming in. for Boise State and Oregon State. They've got about 26,000 people they're expecting tonight here inside Reser Stadium. JL looking shiesty. Don't play with that boy. Yeah, he came in. Hey, there we go. Jake Forsyth, Vodka Mule for me. Appreciate it. We got folks up in Washington watching 31-20. We appreciate Rod and Becky for chiming in. Dayton saying the scoreboard's going to be massive in the end zone. I agree. Cameron saying that thing's massive. It is. It is going to be. Brent Chapman saying, watch the former Bora Lions, Bolt and Tarlis make some noise tonight. That certainly is possible. We're going to go back to Colin Mitchell here. He is on the field with some highlights as well. Boise State's kickers are warming up right now. Some other players getting ready. Looks like running backs and quarterbacks getting ready to take the field. Here come Colin's direction. We're going to have the quarterbacks, the running backs taking the field here for Boise State. Let's see if my other camera here has a better view. You can see at the bottom of the screen here, you're going to see the quarterbacks and running backs taking the field for Boise State. There's George Halani leading the way, the kick returner tonight, punt returner. George Halani is your starting punt returner. How do you feel about that? There's number 2, Ashton Genty, heading down for his first set of warm-ups as a member of the Boise State football team. And here they come as we take you live on the field for warm-ups. How about this? Live on the field for warm-ups at Reser Stadium. You can see members of the Boise State football team warming up for the season opener against Oregon State. It's coming up here in a little bit, so appreciate everybody for checking us out. We're having a lot of fun. Whoops. Thanks to everybody for checking us out here, the Bronco Nation News pregame show. We're having a lot of fun here at Reser Stadium, getting you set, taking you closer to kickoff as Boise State now getting ready to catch some punts, getting ready to catch some kicks. Colin Mitchell is on the field getting some stuff for us. The punters are working on. There's Ashton Genty right there working on a kick return. Really curious to see Ashton Genty in a Boise State uniform. I think he's got a chance to do some big, big things for Boise State this year. I know fans are really, really excited about number 2. I mean, they don't just give anybody number 2. If you're getting number 2 and you're a freshman, obviously that's a big deal to be replacing Khalil Shakir right off the bat. So George Chalani working on punt returns. You got the crowd starting to file in. We're having a lot of fun here on the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show. We got about 7 minutes left or so. We're going to get off the air and get ready for the game. So 27-21, Dennis Beebe, appreciate you, man. He's got his score prediction for Boise State. Cameron saying Genty scores at least once. How about that? Packard saying all whites. No, not all white. They got blue helmets, but yes, white jerseys and white pants. David Larson, so pumped. This is the best experience without being there. Thanks, BNN. Well, appreciate you, David. Having a lot of fun. And again, folks are liking what they see. Hopefully you'll sign up for a subscription. I'm trying to get to 600 subscriptions. I need like 28 more, and I'll stop bothering you guys and pressing you for a subscription. But we're trying to get to 600. Was hoping by kickoff, might not quite get there. But again, $70 for a 1-year subscription gets you a free $25 gift card to the Blue and Orange store and a free round of golf at Timberstone. Basically pays for the subscription itself. So you can see Boise State warming up. Thanks to Colin Mitchell. Colin, here come the centers. Let's get Keikani Holomia Gonzalez to your left here. This is a big one for Boise State to get Keikani back. He's obviously a big storyline this offseason that he wasn't out there because of, last year had some issues that kept him off the field. But he's back, and I think that's a big deal to have Keikani Holomia Gonzalez back on the field for Boise State. John says, great coverage. Appreciate you, Mr. Ferguson. San Diego State did not look good today. No, they really didn't. So, again, crowd starting to file in here. We are at Reser Stadium. Tobias Campbell asking about Timberstone. Do they do rental clubs? Yes, Timberstone does do rental clubs. So make sure you head out there and check them out. A couple more of our great sponsors I want to thank. BoiseDentistryCo.com. Check them out if you're in the Boise area looking for a dentist. Locations across the Treasure Valley. BoiseDentistryCo.com. The newest technology, great family service. You won't be disappointed at Boise Dentistry Co. United Commercial Insurance. They can write business insurance policies in 44 states around the country, so make sure to check them out. UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. They're a local company in the Treasure Valley that can save you hundreds of dollars with one quick call. UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. Ridley's Family Markets as well. Shop Ridley's.com. Locations in Kuna, Middleton, across the state of Idaho, 13 in Idaho to be exact. Check them out at Ridley's Family Markets. Shop Ridley's.com. Bauscher Real Estate. No home is too big or too small. Matt Bauscher, the number one ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. Check him out, BauscherRealEstate.com. We appreciate his support, the support of all of our sponsors. I mentioned Timberstone Golf Course. Play Timberstone.com. You can get out there and book that tee time. Play Timberstone.com. The greens are in excellent shape right now. Perfect time with the weather starting to cool down to go out and play some golf. And if you're looking for a new, fresh career, a new start, career change, how about becoming a truck driver? Anything from an Amazon truck to one of these big rigs you see on the screen, TranscomService.com can help you with all the permits and things that you need to get signed up. They'll get you out towing that first load in no time. Another local company in Boise that helps folks around the world. They sign up 50 to 70 folks a day. So check them out, TranscomService.com. You see Research Stadium. There it is as they are warming up for warming up. There's Oregon State on this end. Boise State's on the other end. We'll go back to Colin Mitchell here momentarily. Colin Mitchell is on the field right now. You see some of the players still working on some punt returns. Here's George Halani going for a punt return right there. You see George making the catch. It's going to be big for Boise State, obviously, to have George Halani healthy in this game. I think there may not be a bigger storyline in this game than George Halani being back for Boise State. So having a lot of fun on the pregame show here. Please come back postgame. We'll be back postgame, and it's going to be, just giving you a heads up, probably 45 minutes after the game. It's going to be a little while. We got to go do our interviews with Coach Avalos, do our interviews with the players. We'll get it all loaded up, and we'll have all night to chat, especially after a Boise State win. So when the game ends, get a drink, relax for a few minutes, and then we'll fire up postgame about 30 to 45 minutes after the game ends. And wherever you're watching us now, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to that YouTube channel. It's real easy. Takes a couple seconds. It's free. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel if you can. We'd really appreciate that. That would be great. And you can smash that like button, smash that subscribe button as well, as the YouTubers say. You got another group of Boise State players getting ready to take the field. We will show you that here in a second. Let's see here. We'll go full screen. Here comes some more Boise State players. You got the DBs, the skill position players, wide receivers, tight ends. A lot of the skill position players starting to take the field for Boise State. They're coming down here towards Mr. Colin Mitchell, who is on the field. With a look at warm-ups. Jose, appreciate you for watching. We only got a couple minutes left here till we got to be off for rules for the Pac-12 and things where we have to be off at a certain time. But you see Boise State, some of their DBs coming down here, all warming up on the field. Crowd's starting to file in. Boise State looks like it's going to be in the end zone to the right. When you're watching on TV, I believe it's going to be the end zone to the right. I don't know if they switched that up due to the construction zone or not. But, again, we'll hopefully see a post-game on the Lithia Florida Boise post-game show after the game. Hopefully you're going to hurry off and sign up for a subscription. We really appreciate that. We got a few of the gift cards to the Blue and Orange store left. We'll throw one your way in the mail. We'll give you a free round of golf. That more than pays for the subscription itself. If you sign up before kickoff at BroncoNationNews.com, we truly appreciate that and be able to bring multiple people, Colin Mitchell and myself, on the road here. We would really it's pretty cool to be a startup company like this. Our first football game tonight and have 2 employees here on site. So we're looking forward to this. Big Wade, appreciating the access here. Thank you. No problem. Hank or Capel's having braces on. I think Capel's might because he did during fall camp. I don't think Hank does. I don't think Hank does. Brent, yes, it will after a full year. And I do have a gift, hopefully, when it renews for year 2 as well, if you just joined, by the way. So if you were one of the ones that signed up back in November, December, and were the first ones in, you're watching everybody else get the gift card saying what's going on. We're taking care of you guys as well, hopefully with something similar once it comes time to renew as well for year 2. So you see Boise State players warming up on the field. We appreciate Colin Mitchell. We did have the band out here playing the fight song a little earlier. I'll see if I can bring that back into the stream here. This was a little earlier, the band playing the fight song. Well, there they are. You see the Bronco Bash. Had a lot of fans there. That was a really good time out there checking out Bronco Bash and all the fans out there before the game. Crowd's starting to file in here. Looks like it's going to be a nice crowd, nice game. Again, we have 8 great sponsors at Bronco Nation News. It wouldn't be possible without them. So Lithia, Florida, Boise, Idaho Central Credit Union, RowPaint.com, the Blue and Orange Store, TCS, Boucher Real Estate, Boise Dentistry Co., our friends at United Commercial Insurance, Westside Pizza, all of our great sponsors. Please support them for helping make this possible. Please sign up for a subscription as well. Every home and road football game, every home and road basketball game, Bronco Nation News plans to be at on-site, bringing you access like this for every football and basketball game the rest of the season. So we're having a lot of fun here. I even went with a tie today, by the way, navy blue tie. The quality's not great here on the stream, but went tie for the first game for everybody. So if you weren't thinking about buying a subscription before, hopefully you will now when you see how nicely dressed I am. But all kidding aside, having a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody for checking us out. We're going to see if you can still hear me here. I think you can. I just turned off mic 2. We had Cody Gogler's mic still on, but I just turned that down, so we should hopefully not have as much ambient noise in the background. So here it is. We appreciate everybody for joining us. Have a great game. We'll leave you with some more sights and sounds from the group coming together earlier. Let's see if I can find it here first. The BSU tailgate was going on earlier. We'll leave you with some of those sights and sounds before we get out of here, but appreciate everybody for checking us out. Bronco Nation News pregame show, Lithia, Florida, Boise, Idaho Central Credit Union. After the game, 30 to 45 minutes after the game, make sure you come back to the social media channels here. We'll have full coverage as well on the website. Check out the website, bronconationnews.com, during the game. We'll have live stuff there as well, live blog, all kinds of live stuff. So appreciate everybody for checking us out. And this was the pregame site. You see Boise State taking the field, by the way. Some loud boos from the crowds here at Research Stadium. Boise State fans in the end zone. Maybe you can show them, Colin, up in the stands, starting to make some noise as well. We'll throw them on the stream here. Boise State fans in the end zone making some noise. You see that scoreboard again there as Boise State gets set. This was the scene earlier this afternoon, and we'll send you out on this. Appreciate you for watching. This was the Bronco Bash, and then that'll do it for the show. But come back after the game. Go check out the website, and we appreciate you. Bronco Nation News. Big one for Boise State as they kick off the season here in about 30 minutes. See if they can start out on the right foot against Oregon State. Big one coming up. We appreciate you guys for watching, subscribing, and we'll talk to you after the game. BroncoNationNews.com.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that. See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
At ICCU, to make a difference, it takes just one connection. A friendly face, an open ear, a helping hand. And then something amazing happens. We find out that we're better together. This is what Idaho Central does in our communities every day. We help our members with the small things and big dreams. This is what believing in you is all about. Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.